Snap! It's time to yap. And I'm your host, Big C, and welcome. And this is just Yappin. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about the day off. Today is Monday, October the 14th, 2024. And unfortunately, some people have the day off. I know I do. And I know my little guy does, and I know his school does. But unfortunately, my wife doesn't, poor thing. Boo hoo hoo. You should get a job that has days off like normal people, right? But getting back to having the day off, I think having a day off is fantastic. You plan the day like you would like if you had the day off on the weekend. I work a lot. I work 7 days, so I have two jobs, and it's kind of hard. I look forward to having the days off. But sometimes it doesn't work that way, right? It doesn't work that way because of the type of job that you have. But we always look for that day off, and that day off could be a day of just unwinding, right? Unwinding our brain because we go through too much in life. We go through too much where um, there's so many things that are going on in our lives that we just tend to forget about ourselves, right? Because we're always so worried about everybody else. In some cases, not everybody's worried about everybody else, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, and it's always good to have that mental, right, that mental break from the your everyday monotony and all that stuff. Um so we tend to fall back, right, when things get so stressful that you look forward, like we look forward to having either a day off, or when you're on vacation, right, when you're on vacation, like, get the bags ready, puppy. We're going away. And everybody's like, oh my God, we're going away. We're going away. Right. Because it's super exciting. It's a day to just unwind, and you're not in that every day. Like when you wake up and you go, when you go to your job, or, it's routine. And we get tired. Sometimes we get tired of routine. It's obvious, right? Just like school kids, with my son, he's always like, Dad, like, I'm always stressed out. And we tend to forget how stressful it could be. That's how life is sometimes. We're very fortunate for those that can actually work. We're very fortunate because we have that ability to go to work, make money, and take care of our families and stuff like that. But some really, some I know some people with degrees that don't have that ability, and are still like struggling to find work. And it's hard. I feel for them, I really do. But in this economy that we're living in now, like, listen, I don't talk about politics and all that other stuff, but I mean, come on, people, like, really, it's really getting bad out there. So to be on the positive note, like, you should always like try and find your what makes you happy, as far as like going out, and like, even if you go shopping and not buying anything, at least you're out for the day, right? And then if you have little kids, today's a kind of like a gloomy day outside. As I'm looking out the window, um it's a gloomy day. It's chilly. This is the season for hoodies, right, and jeans and Timbos. For those people that understand, maybe in the South, like my family that lives in the South, sometimes it gets a little chilly. It's only 50. Man, we listen. I like my crispy nights. I know my wife loves the crispy nights, and this is the season, right, to start coming out and wearing your hoodies and your jeans and stuff, and your vests, right? The bubble vests and stuff, and you're looking fly and whatever, right? Because it's the day for it. So people tend to look for the day off, right? Because you can go out and have fun, or just enjoy the day. Bring your pet, right? Bring your dogs out for a walk, right? I tend not to do that much because I work so much that I kind of like really don't have the time, except for here, that I'm doing this type of this business right now, that I'm trying, this venture that I have, right? um but in hindsight, like, you definitely need your days off. I wish there were more days off, and I think I mentioned that earlier. I wish there were days where, because I see, like, all the time, we're like, oh my God, it's National Hot Dog Day, or right, or it's National Clip Your Toenails Day, or it's and it's sometimes it sounds silly, but man, imagine if those days you're like, oh, I'm off, we'd be off. We would never work, right? It'd be 365 of just chilling, like a villain. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So listen, if you're off today, enjoy it. Maybe catch up, right? Binge, get a bag of chips, right? Some whatever you like to drink, and just chill and binge on a show. If you got laundry to do, because these are the times that wife is like, here's your daddy do list. Not all the time, because my wife is mad cool. But it's sometimes here, do this, do that, do this, do that, right? And that happens for a lot of us, man. He'd be like, babe, that project that you were supposed to do like 50 years ago, can you start painting again, please? um, so again, if you're out today, and I think you can hear the guy because I have my window open, and sorry, it's kind of rude that background noise and stuff, but it only goes to show you like what people are doing today, right? Like what we're talking about, what we're yapping about. Um, so again, I hope you guys have a great day. All right, it's not over. I'm just letting you know, like, have a great day today, right? Um, tonight, right on my end, I'm off today, but and then tonight, silly me, like I watch football. By the way, like if you like, I'm probably you're gonna know from time to time me chit chatting that I love football. I played football when I was 7 in the Pop Warner. I played high school. I played college. I had a few professional tryouts, not professional like NFL, like the lower guys. Like back in the day, it was arena football, and arena football was big, back in the early '90s. So now you guys know my age. Um, so it was fun. So anyway, and I did coach high school football for about 7 years. So I'm all right. I know football. I'm kind of excited because wifey is starting to watch football after all these years. Now she's like real. She gets into it. Like when I tell you, she gets into it, my man. She gets into it. Like I love it and stuff. But and you'll hear me yell, but she goes, "Ooh, lordy." Anyway, because she likes again. She likes her soccer. She likes her teams from Uruguay, right? Because that's where she's from. She likes her soccer. She loves her New York Knicks. Go New York, go New York, go. Yeah, she's like, I know that. I just told her yesterday they had a game last night, and I know it's only preseason, but fire, fire, right? And they have what 82 games, so preseason 82 games didn't even start yet. So anyway, getting back to football, silly me. There was a lot of games last night. I didn't really catch up on anything because I was trying to get this prepared because I really want to. Really want to see if I can get this podcasting popping, right? So last night I really didn't see a lot. I did see college football on Saturday. And again, I'm not trying to make this a sports podcast because it's not. I'm just letting what my enjoyments, and hopefully you guys can relate. So the Jets play tonight. They play against Buffalo at 8:15. They play, I think, on ESPN. I'm not sure. Or oh no, today's Monday Night Football, so it should be on what is that, Channel 4? Anyway, it's on tonight. I think 8:15. At MetLife. Buffalo is coming in. You know what? It's kind of sad because Buffalo is a New York team. Buffalo is a New York team, but since they're so all the way touching, scratching the bales on Canada and up there, they're kind of considered not New York. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfair, but they are New York, right? Because I know a few years ago when they were in the playoffs and everybody else, like my Jets and the Giants, unfortunately were not. I was rooting for them. Yeah. So they're coming into MetLife, um, and they mean business. I don't want to get too much into it, but I know the firing of the head coach for the New York Jets, and they had a lot of changes. I actually thought that the offensive coordinator, that's good friends um, with Aaron Rodgers, I thought he was going to get the can, but he didn't. He stayed, and I think that the defensive coordinator now that's there, I think his last name is Ulrich. I think he will. I think he'll do. He means business, right? So I think he'll do some good things. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tonight against Buffalo. Um, I don't know. I mean, Buffalo is no joke, but anyway, so that's where I'll be tonight. And I'm an old fart, so I know they play. I know they play at 8:15, and I'll tell you what, but like 8:45, I'm like, right? Wifey like, are you watching? I'm like, of course. That guy's stupid. How did he get that first down? And she's like, you ain't even paying attention. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens tonight. So we're definitely going to move forward with this. I think this is going to be great for a lot of people to tune into this podcast. We're going to talk about some really really good episodes about food. Right, we're going to talk about for the adults, not for the young guys. We're going to talk about you know different types of beer. We're going to talk about your pets. We're just going to talk about all types of stuff, right? Because I'm going to stay away from the political stunts. I'm going to stay away from your everyday BS that you see. I might see something on Instagram and I'll be like, oh my god, did you see that? But it's not going to be anything political. It's not going to be religious. I might one day just come out and give you a spiritual experience that I come across and stuff, right? But I'm not going to get deep into Psalms or anything. I'm not going to get into the chapter from the Bible from Luke 45 or whatever, however it is. I'm not here to disrespect anybody, especially today. That's Indigenous Day. It has changed throughout the years because we've always known it as Columbus Day, but I don't know. This world is a little sensitive, and we're changing a lot of things. So anyway, so back. I hope you guys enjoy your day, whatever you may be doing out there. Just be safe, love one another, because we're missing that. We're missing that. That get off your phones and have a conversation. So this show, Just Yapping, I'm gonna reach out to everybody and hopefully make a Yap Nation. Right. I hope that this blows. Listen, this is my first podcast ever. This I of course. Well, I've done silly stuff on my phone and recorded it and put stuff out there, but nothing to this extent. Hopefully one day I'll be like I can't say any names and stuff, because I don't know, they'll turn around and be like, yo, my man said your name, you ain't get no money for it, yo. So I don't want to be that guy. I'm not gonna be disrespectful to anybody. Okay. So we're gonna, if you feel like I disrespected you, listen, take it like a grain of salt, throw it over your shoulder, because that's not what I'm about. All right. So again, I wish you all have a great day, right? And the best thing that you can do as a remedy, just keep yapping, baby. All right. I'm Big C, and take care, everybody. Peace.